Hey guys, it's Practical Gaming, and Nintendo have very recently announced the latest addition to the Nintendo family, the Nintendo Switch Lite. Now, we've heard rumors about there being a new hardware being released by Nintendo for months now, but we didn't see anything concrete until now, and they didn't mention anything of the sort at E3. But it's here and it's happening, and at first glance it does look like the final nail in the coffin for the 3DS. But for now, let's focus on the Nintendo Switch Lite. On the Nintendo YouTube channel, Yoshiaki Koizumi introduces us to their new cheaper console, which is solely dedicated to handheld play, which means unlike the Switch, there won't be detachable Joy-Cons. This also means that you can't connect it to your TV to play on the biggest screen or go into tabletop mode either. And from just looking at the video footage, you can already see that the screen is slightly smaller than on the Switch. The Switch Lite is available in 3 different colours: yellow, grey and turquoise, which immediately caught my eye because we're used to seeing design patterns solely on the Joy-Cons or on the dock systems that come with the Switch. The Switch Lite has also swapped out the directional buttons on the left Joy-Con for the classic D-pad similar to those on the 3DS, which does make you think they are trying to replace the 3DS with the Switch Lite. The infrared motion camera has been removed, as well as the HD rumble feature, since the Joy-Con is no longer here, and you would need to use separate Joy-Cons in order to use these features. You would also need separate Joy-Cons for games that do not support handheld mode, which you can find out on the back of the game covers. This does mean in order to add additional players to games like Smash Ultimate, you would need to purchase additional Joy-Cons, which can be pretty expensive, especially when you're playing family type games, which can be anywhere between 4 and 8 people. With the Switch Lite, it looks like you can still play and connect to those who have a Nintendo Switch by up to 8 consoles. It does also seem like you can play the same array of games as the flagship console, as long as they support handheld mode, like Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and so on. Now, the Switch Lite will be coming out fairly soon on the 20th of September of this year at $199, which is a good $100 less than the Switch. Going into the specs, the Switch Lite obviously weighs a bit less at 275 grams, and is smaller in height and width by about 10mm and 30mm respectively. The Lite has a 5.5-inch capacitive LCD touchscreen at 720p res as compared to the 6.2-inch LCD on the Switch. And the battery life on the Lite is better by their measurement, saying that you can play a full hour more of Breath of the Wild on full charge. The capture button and home button is similar to the Nintendo Switch, and the bottom of the Switch has a USB Type-C port to connect devices. This is a lot to take in and is no doubt massive news, but it does definitely signify the end of the 3DS, which to be fair had a pretty good run. Now, during most of the Nintendo Directs over the past 2 years, most of the focus has been on the Switch and less so on the 3DS, so it was kind of inevitable that they were going to scrap it entirely or produce a cheaper alternative that still allows players to enjoy what makes the Switch so great. The 3DS had its time and it will be remembered as a classic handheld gaming console, but it is time to move on with the new wave of next-gen technology and consoles coming through the ranks in the next couple of years. Getting back to the Switch Lite, I don't know personally if I would buy it myself, because I'm not sure if I still just want the handheld mode or if I still want the Joy-Cons, because as it stands I still don't own a Switch, as sad as that seems. Considering the price and the picture quality despite the smaller screen, it does appeal to me in a lot of ways, but I also am planning to buy the Google Stadia as well, which is a lot of money, so we'll just have to wait and see. What would probably do it for me is if they had like a rich red colored Switch, like the red on the back of my iPhone XR red, and then I would definitely be sold. Now, I don't know how popular the Nintendo Switch Lite is going to be, considering that a lot of the Nintendo fan base already have a Nintendo Switch anyway, but it is nice to see something else from Nintendo in terms of hardware for a change. But please, Nintendo, just make a red Switch. Just do it. Just for me. Well, that's it from me. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, and make sure to comment down below on what your thoughts are on the Nintendo Switch Lite. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.